And a spin-off title of The Division, obviously, set in the same universe, except set in the Pacific Northwest in a town called Silver Creek. This one's actually free to play, and its primary mode is a PvP with 45 different players, with another mode that's PvE with missions and objectives. It's got a cool look to it, and The Division's a pretty good looter shooter, but it's also free to play, so my hope is that that doesn't mess up what The Division does right. Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland comes to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC sometime this year. And number 12 is Dead Island 2, which takes place on the island of Los Angeles and San Francisco. Not exactly an island, but a very large chunk of the world, which is going to be infected after the island incident. Apparently, the combat is going to see a bit of a revamp, and of course, the world is much, much larger than the original games, and the story of Dead Island continues. Dead Island 2 is coming to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC April 28th. And number 11 is Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, a very long-awaited full-on sequel to the Stalker series. The first Stalker game came out way back in 2007. The second game, Clear Sky, came out in 2008. Third game, Call of Pripyat, came out in 2009. And this game was announced at the same time. The developer GSC Game World actually had to disband at one point, and there has been a fair amount of scandal involving this game, but it is finally coming this year. Stalker is just a really unique game. If you go back to the originals, they certainly have their flaws, but there's also so many interesting systems at play at any given time that I'm just really interested to see Stalker in a next generation situation where everything works completely and all of the lessons of the first have been learned. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl is coming to the Xbox Series and PC sometime this year. And number 10 is Forspoken. It's a game we've talked about actually quite a bit here. Its story is basically you're a woman from New York and you get transported to a magical fantasy land and want to get back. The real thing that's attracting people to this game, of course, is not the story. That is, something that could turn out very good and something that could turn out very bad depending on its execution. But the traversal in this open world game just looks like nothing else. It looks fantastic. There is a demo that has split people pretty intensely. There's a lot of people that absolutely love it, and then some people who really do not like it. And to me, that's always a signal that a game is going to be pretty interesting. There's a reason why a bunch of people love it, and also there's a reason why a bunch of people hate it. I obviously tend to wait for the full game to make big judgments, and Forspoken is landing on PS5 and PC on the 24th. And number 9 is Redfall, a new game from Arcane. As longtime viewers will know, I'm a big Arcane fanbird. Redfall is kind of a different looking game for them. Basically, vampires have taken over this town called Redfall, and in some ways it looks like Left 4 Dead, and then when you watch it, it doesn't